Hey, listen, I just want to say that your crew is working good, getting shingles off, like they said. They're doing a good job.
What we got going on here today is we have a existing roof that was built, house was built back in the, I'm gonna say in the 40s or 50s. They came through and they put an additional roof on top of this. And you can see here, if you look, you can see the existing roof here underneath. And when a GC comes in, a lot of times they don't think about the integrity of the roof and what it's gonna do to it over time. And so in this case here, they didn't come through and actually cut vents through from the existing roof to the new roof. So what we're having to do is we're coming through and resheeting it, and a lot of roofers don't even think of this. They just go ahead, resheet it, put all the new vents back in it, but they don't think of the integrity of the roof after they're gone in 10 years. So we've taken the time here to actually pull some of the decking up on this. Manuel's taking the time to cut out a new hole and venting. So now we actually have airflow coming up out of the existing roof, and it's not being caught inside the house. What you see with a lot of contractors is you see a lot of, I call it carelessness, laziness, lack of quality, I guess, in what they do, where you wouldn't even believe it, but you know, here's a prime case right here where you can see this actual contractor before didn't take the time to make sure that the job was done right. And that's something that we like to take pride in what we do. The crews that we have, the team that we have in place, we take the time to go through, make sure that every single nail on the roof is pulled. We make sure every single piece of asphalt and existing shingle is off of the roof. So when we go to reinstall on this roof, I know with confidence, and the homeowner can know with confidence, that they're getting the best product and the best craftsmanship that can be available on their project when we get done. All right, what we got here is we got actually some decking missing on the existing roof right here. And they've gone through, and as you can see, they put a piece of metal. First of all, they took 2 boards underneath and nailed it from the bottom side to tack it in. Then after that, they went through and they actually took some metal and they put metal over the top of it, thinking that that was going to solve the problem. And what actually needed to be done was this board needs to be completely removed and a new board needs to be put back down. Again, it comes back to how, you know, you look at this house, and we were talking about how this house is like it's like an organism or a living being. It starts from the framework to the decking, from the decking to the type of felt you put on, to making sure all the nails are put off, or taken off, all the pre-existing roofs put on, and then the shingles put on top of that, and that's just how a roof functions the right way. And if you miss any part of that layer, somehow this roof is going to fault over time, and this is one of those areas that we're talking about that we take pride in fixing here with Superstorm Restoration. Shingles that you see, if you see in town, there's a lot of shingles coming through. They don't have this sure nail in it. They're basically shooting straight through this. Well, you take a gun with that pressure, and it'll put a hole right through the back, through the asphalt. This here catches that nail. So when he's shooting, he's hitting right in the middle of this. Gives him a good target point to hit to. Now on the back side, this right here, when it gets warm, this lays right up on top of this right here. So it actually adheres to that meshing, and it gives the ability for it to stay together. That's why this has 130-mile-an-hour wind warning that goes with it. Yeah. know, we met with this family last week. They had a tight deadline. This is a house that was actually sold. They have a closing deadline coming the first of this next week. The homeowner was looking for a contractor that could get it done. We told them that this is what we specialize in, what we're good at. And here we are today, Wednesday, 4 days before the deadline. Got the project done. The homeowner's elated with what he's got. He's able to leave with confidence, moving out of state, knowing that the roof is done the right way. He expressed to us yesterday, you know, that he really didn't think we were going to get it done, and how excited he is that he has a house that's in great condition that he can hand over to a new homeowner. So this is what we do. This is what my passion is about. This is what I love about my job, is to be able to help families out and you know, actually change some lives. So this is just a finalization of another project, and we're off to the next one.